Sexual assault is terrible in any case. On top of them, everything else, survivor shaming. Oh, why are you with a guy at a university allowing a history sheeter to enter the premises of Anna University, which has a legacy, then leaking of the FIR, then lame excuses, why was this not done? The question is, the state of Tamil Nadu under the DMK dispensation requires a cleanup ASAP. It should not be done today, it should have been done yesterday. Kasturi.
No, Tamil Nadu state is in a very sorry state. And while I work with the BJP, I have to say this: we are missing Amma. We are missing Purachi Talavi J. Jayalalitha's rule in the state. I grew up under her watchful regime, and every time the DMK comes to power, we have taken it for granted that there will be a lot of infrastructural new initiatives and law and order will go to the dogs. And our expectations have been surpassed in Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Stalin's regime this time. And of course, yes, all the perpetrators, DMK, when the chief of police gives a press conference, this is unheard of. A chief of police acting like a public relations officer for the government to come and give a press conference and clear the allegations against his department. I've never heard of something. I've never seen something like this, and I'm going to be 50 next year. So it's very interesting what we have come to. Instead of a stable law and order situation, we've got the police answering questions about what went wrong. That they didn't leak it. It's whose fault is it? Tu main ye sab ho raha. So no. This is not about pulling their socks up and ensuring that women are safe in under the DMK watch. This is about pulling their socks up and ensuring that women are safe from against people in their own ecosystem. Jafar Sadiq, not our party. Jnana Sekharan, not our party. Any perpetrator, not our party. It's all well and good to distance yourself from somebody who is caught red-handed. Yes. But it is another thing to prove that it's there. At this point, these are greater than Chinese whispers.
All right.
People have so much proof tumbling out of the woodwork about Jnana Sekharan himself and the kind of remiss action, the kind of indifference shown, the kind of indolence shown in this case, the kind of cover-ups being attempted. I'm so sorry, but DMK is responsible and has to answer.
Yes. Shalin, let me get you in here. Kasturi said about Jnana Sekharan, the accused, who's now in custody. I mean, everyone thought, okay, poor biryani seller. I mean, I'm talking about people who live outside of Tamil Nadu. Of course, the South Indian ears to always bring you up to speed. He's not an innocent biryani seller. The worst thing is, even if he were innocent biryani seller, for some man to enter university, he watches over a girl meeting boy, then, allegedly coerces the survivor into performing sexual acts, then also, threatens the boy, etc., etc., etc. There is kidnap. There is intimidation, there are charges of wanting ransom, there is charges of rowdyism. Charlene Maria Lawrence, then the university gives lame excuses. Oh, we will look into it. Where is the CCTV camera? It was there tomorrow, day after, everything. Who's answerable? Charlene Maria Lawrence. Who is?
The state is answerable. Mr. M.K. Stalin is answerable. Udayanidhi Stalin is answerable. The entire DMK is answerable, because I'll tell you why. Here there are some activists who are saying, oh, this is rape. Just talk about rape. Just talk about male, female, feminism, all those stuff. Then they said, do not talk about party. What party has to do with it? But this person, Jnana Sekharan, is a habitual offender. So when we talk about political parties, when we talk about rapes committed by men belonging to certain political parties, why do we talk about the party alliance? Is because end of the day, that gives them impunity. For example, Gnanasekharan has been convicted, he's been, accused. It's
Right.
more than 17 cases. The Tamil Nadu police gives a sheet, he's a history sheeter. Too many threatening blackmails. He's been running a porn web on WhatsApp where they have blackmailed women, and they have, used to send videos for people who requested for money. And there's been a lot of things which he's been extorting money, he's been robbing homes. But when you go and see, this person is associated with Ma Subramaniam, the minister of, healthcare in Tamil Nadu, because he belongs to this place called Koturpuram, and this place he's one of the student wing, youth wing. So he's a handyman for all these MLAs and ministers. So this is a blatant lie when they say he does not belong to the party, because there is proof of videos, tons of
Right.
videos,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
invitations, or
Yeah.
an Arivalayam where the guy is associated,
Yeah.
which means. I just want to put one point here, Sudha,
Sure.
because as the FIR said, the girl said, the guy was saying you have to be with the sir. So here the problem is the sir. So I think this guy is just the tip of the iceberg, because this guy does things for
Right.
people
Yeah.
and
Okay.
politicians. So there's a bigger guy, bigger politician,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
businessman, or someone who's
All
hiding
right.
behind
Okay.
this guy.
All
And
right.
that's the reason all the information about the guy has been let out now.
All
He's
right.
been thrown under the bus by the own party right now, because they're saying somebody big out there.
Right. So thrown under the bus, says Charlene Maria Lawrence. I'm also posing all the big questions on the screen for you, ladies and gents. Questions which you and I are asking. Will have to ask the big questions on your screen. Who's responsible? Will that person stand up according to Kasturi Shankar and also Charlene Maria Lawrence? It's the DMK government. Muralidharan, let me come to you. Muralidharan, fine. There could be political, as alleged, political vendetta. There could be political kind of skullduggery, as it were. But I want to ask you the role of the police where it leaks the FIR and reveals the identity of the survivor, which goes against the Supreme Court rules. What is the police thinking, the Tamil Nadu police?
I think, Sudha, so first of all, apologies for the frame. There's power cut here at Koturpuram, the epicenter of the crime. Okay, I live there.
Political,
So,
poetic justice, as it were. Go ahead.
yeah. So,
Good.
so rightly pointed out by the Madras High Court in the first Somoto case, where they took where they directed the special investigation team to investigate. It was very clearly, what do you say, stated in the judgment that first of all, the commissioner, who was in a hurry to give a press release and press meet, and did he have the concurrence of the government? Okay, if he did not have a concurrence, so that means that's a violation of certain service rules. Okay, one. Second is, why would he, when the investigation is underway, why would he go and state that there's only one accused, we have arrested him, and his phone was on airplane mode, and there was nobody called sir. He was just faking it or something like that.
God.
So, and the
Yeah, right.
FIR per se,
And
it
we are
was
all
written
idiots.
by the all women police station, and it was actually shaming and blaming the victim. So that was a shocker to them, because it's an all women police station. So these are things which were pointed out by the court, and that's the reason they said they didn't say it in so many words, but they understood that there's a cover-up which is happening. That's why the commissioner's in front of the camera. That's why the FIR has been, written in such a manner. And apart from all these, and no other proper action is being taken. So that's why they directed a special investigation team, because there's a precedence. Like there was a POXO case of
Right. But Murali,
who
all
was
this
raped,
sounds
and
like
again by DMK group.
all this sounds like some children are running Tamil Nadu state. I mean, children are smarter. I'm sorry, my apologies to kids, I have too. But I think, this seems like some really half-baked people who have their heads in the sand are trying to run it. Mr. Jamaldeen, let me come to you, Mr. Jamaldeen. Mr. Jamaldeen, we all live against hope, thinking that maybe someday there will be a day. But the point is, Mr. Jamaldeen, what happened to Armstrong's killer? There was 2 who were killed in police encounter. This murder happened in broad daylight. They said, oh, everyone will be brought to book. Today, what has happened, Mr. Jamaldeen? There seems to be complete cover up, a blanket on it. So the thing is that every case happens. Media is blamed. Some politicians, you know, they come up and I don't blame them. Why not? They raise their voices. After that, it is all, you know, kept under a lid. What is going on, Mr. Jamaldeen?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
for all the guests. I greet everyone to this Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir.
But the incidents, what has happened is a very sad thing, especially for the women community in Tamil Nadu. This is not. This has been happening. Women are kept mainly for vote banks, claiming vote. They want women votes for reaching power. But while giving security to them, it is a real lacking. Social atrocities, as our chief DVK chief has said, it really lacks the security. The Anna University is one of the major institutions under the government, which is the government's institution. It is under the government, a major technical institution.
Right.
The security, it is clear that lapse of security is to be given provided by the government. It should be overseen, whether periodical checks,
Right,
periodical,
it was not, yeah, okay, I get your point.
yeah, it should have been given.
Yeah.
It should be given. The government is responsible for this.
Absolutely. Kasturi Shankar, let me come to you now, Kasturi Shankar. A lot of political experts feel that whether it is this government or that other government or the third government, the basic problem is that the way political parties, we are talking about Tamil Nadu, so I will focus on Tamil Nadu. The kind of people that they associate themselves with, these are criminals, you know, these are people with very, very kind of dicey past, present, future, whatever you want to call it, easy access to politicians, you know, calling them Anne, I want to be with you, Vanakkam, all that, genuflecting all the time, being around them. So it is complete chaos. There is no proper vetting which takes place. And number two, the number of positions that are given to women politicians. So women are only used, rather, I'm sorry to be using that word, but politically used because there are some plum positions. Rest of the time, it is the men who decide.
It's a man's world. It's not just political parties. We have to introspect about our own Tamil society, Tamil Nadu society. You could generalize that to India as well, but we are talking about Tamil Nadu, so we'll talk about Tamil society. Look at what happened in this particular case itself, where the girl was intimidated and threatened with what? She was with her boyfriend, which is fine. That's not illegal. It's not a crime to get physical, to consenting adults getting physical is not a crime, right? But she was threatened that she will be exposed to whom? To the public? No, to her own family. So this is where we are. We are not in the 21st century yet about certain things when it comes to women. I mean, I'm so glad that her parents, the victim's parents, are standing solidly by their daughter. It's a very heartwarming, it's the one good thing that came out of this entire chaos.
Absolutely.
Because the rest of society, if you look at the Honorable High Court's orders, you'll see that the High Court has actually specified that Anna University has to make sure that the victim will be able to complete her studies without any hindrance.
Of course, and I think
Can you
everyone,
imagine?
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Very strong observation by the Honorable Court. I'm completely running out of time. Charlene Maria Lawrence, I want a one line. I'm sorry I'm pressurizing you like this. What is the way out, Charlene Maria Lawrence? Is it that the DMK government should be ousted? Should there be a very, very serious wake-up call for them? What does one do?
I want the DMK government to be ousted, seriously. Right midnight, if you're going to ask me, I need a change of power in Tamil Nadu, because I am the one who voted for them. I voted for them in 21, and right now I am telling you, I do not need
Very
this
bold and strong.
They are very
there.
insensitive.
Yes.
It's very, they have no empathy, and they do not know how to rule a state.
I mean, very strongly put by Charlene Maria Lawrence. Only the way a woman can speak, not to say that men can't. Muralidharan, what is your, I mean, I know that you're a political analyst, you do other things as well. So maybe what should be done now? I mean, we've discussed, you know, Armstrong, now we are discussing this 19-year-old girl whom Kasturi Shankar said is so proud. I am proud as a woman, the parents are supporting her. She will go back and finish her course. but give us some hope. What is the way out of this mess by the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam?
Simple, Sudha. They have to come clean, or they have just confirmed to the people that every time they come to power for 5 years, next 10 years is given it in writing to the DMK. So if they don't come clean now, so they're deep in their grave, and 2026 they won't even score even 10 to 15 seats. So that's very clear now.